Hello, hello. All right, Pisces, let's jump on in, shall we? Pisces, let's see what messages we get here. We have a Seven of Cups. We have somebody that could work in like a microbiology lab or surgery center. Um, it could be somebody's birthday. I know we're in Virgo season right now, even though this is a Pisces video, but we've got somebody who's like got a hairnet and a mask on. Could also be somebody that like works in, let's say, construction or something, and it's like to keep the dust, because they've got glasses on too, like safety goggles, and like not inhaling, dust from drywall or something. Also, I could see this as somebody that is, I don't know, maybe they have a lot of different jobs actually. The fact that, Seven of Cups is options, opportunities, but we have somebody that's dressed as if this is, work related somehow, but they're carrying a birthday cake with all these candles lit. And so they come across as maybe food service worker, like I said, maybe microbiologist, anything where you want to hold back, your hair from getting into food or something along those lines. But maybe this somebody works in a school cafeteria. School's pretty much back in session next week, I think. So, for elementary and such. But we have, this could represent like an anniversary, not a birthday, but like a return of something. And how is this all going to go? Somebody's excited about this, and there's so much chance of love. It almost feels like if people are coming back, in the United States, for example, right now we have a holiday weekend, it's a Labor Day weekend. And so maybe this is like, wow, I wonder what's going to happen, how things are going to feel different when we get back from this holiday. It could be somebody that Pisces works with, and it's like, there's an expectation of maybe love and romance. We have love and romance here. We have holding hands. It's kind of, their arms are tucked away over here. It feels a little bit clandestine. It feels flirty. Here, it's much more of a lover's embrace. Here, it's much more soft and romantic with like guitar music. All of this feels like a bit of a fantasy. Like, I wonder what it's going to feel like when I see them again. I wonder what's going to happen when we all come back to work or come back to school, or when we come back to whatever this is. This feels a little workplace romancy to me. We have Seven of Coins, again, waiting for a certain amount of passage of time. And then we have, again, this person who is like sleeping and, kind of like dreaming. They got one hand tucked under their chin. There's a lot of hands showing in this also, because we've got somebody who's got their hand on the other person's head, like, oh, I would love it if they would like give me a scalp massage or something, but I wonder when that'll happen. We have the Last Judgment, so we do have Scorpio energy here of reconciliation. Sevens are divine numbers. 7 we've got potentially things changing. This is numbers of change. And we have this awesome energy, this awesome vibe of transformation and going to, especially with that Last Judgment, I think we're going to reconcile. What'll happen when we reconcile? How will it feel to see each other again? If we've been apart, maybe there's two people who have been apart during like the last couple of years. Just, with the masks that we see there, this feels like there's this anticipatory energy. And we even have the Phoenix rising from the ashes here. We have a star, Aquarius energy. Sorry, I've got to kind of cover her a little bit. And we have the Six of Cups. This is returning soulmates. I feel like two people have a plan to meet. And this is after a long period of time apart. And I think this is both the excitement, maybe it was, like somewhere around this time, a year ago or several years ago, the last time they spoke, and now they're just now about to match up and meet up again. This has been a wish fulfillment. These two have been at a big distance. Maybe they haven't been able to travel for a long time, and they finally can. They finally can come back and see each other, be around each other again. Two of Pentacles. And we see the edge of the world here. We saw the edge of the world in this card as well, like from seeing it, from like outer space. So I definitely feel like there's been an element of distance, or even seeing things from way up above. Maybe somebody flies a lot, maybe somebody travels a lot, but maybe both characters have traveled a lot. Here we have like, cowboys out on the range, but maybe this is two people that have worked in similar, like career paths. Maybe they work for an airline. They haven't seen each other in a while because their routes take them different directions. Maybe they're pilots. Maybe they do something where they're rarely in the same place at the same time. But man, these two can't wait to see each other again. There is an expectation of either rekindling a romance that they already had, like some physical connection, some kind of passionate connection. Maybe they only, got to share, like a brief, night or couple nights together. And then because of work, they've been in separation. But there's an expectation that we're going to see each other again. It could be for a special occasion, but there is definitely an excitement here. 5 of Pentacles. These two have been trying to get back to each other for a while, but there have been border blockages, because this is like a crossing of the borders scenario. And with the statue, it means things have come to a grinding halt. They have had I feel like both of these characters have such busy lives. It's just been really, really hard for them to connect. I don't feel like either character has been, like, oh, whatever, don't care about them. This feels very exciting, but let's look at each character separately. Tell me just about Pisces first. Where's Pisces at? Queen of Wands, 9 of Wands. Okay, so Pisces feels good about themselves. They're looking good. They're smelling good. Pisces feels confident. They feel earthy. This Pisces could have a pretty big collection, maybe of like, what do they call them? Thunder eggs, like, agate, or maybe they're a rock collector, because we have like the entire abdomen portion of our Queen of Wands is like, an agate. So somebody might like precious minerals, gems, fossils, things like that, like earth energies around them. But they're Pisces is a water sign, but they're showing up right now as fiery energy, sexy, steamy. They feel really good. I feel like there's a lot of like pent up attraction and lusty vibe going on in this storyline. And you couple it with, Pisces knows they look good. Pisces like, I don't have to doubt. I know this person wants me. I feel good about myself. This is not them being full of themselves either. It's that Pisces has, I don't know, maybe somebody's like worked on their fitness. They feel really good about their bod. There's this energy of having healed from some things, feeling super stable. Maybe once upon a time when Pisces met this person before, even if they enjoyed some kind of like flirtation or romance, maybe Pisces still was kind of hurt over something else and they were still actively healing. They have healed tremendously at this point. They're feeling really, really powerful. They're not the same version of themselves that they were before. And that alone comes across as like really very beautiful, very, I don't know. I just feel like Pisces has a lot of experiences under the belt now, a lot of days, maybe all of these little candles lit. Maybe that's all the different days that have passed. God, that looks like a lot. Maybe it's been at least a year. Maybe that's what this anniversary cake is all about. Maybe it's been about a year since they last saw this person. A year can pass fast, especially if this had to do with like a workplace romance of people that aren't necessarily around each other, or not even workplace, but let's say, Pisces goes down to, like some warmer climate to spend 6 months out of every year. Say they're retired or something, but they spend 6 months every year down in, Baja or something. And then they come back, that right there just took 6 months out of the year. That many days are gone since last time they saw this person. But it was kind of okay because Pisces was doing some kind of healing. They might have gone down and gone on like a vision quest, a shaman's journey. I don't know. Pisces has been doing something that they needed to do. Tell me about the other person, the other half of this equation. 9 of Swords. Well, they've been the ones stressing. What have they been stressing about? I don't know if they had some things to fix in their own life. Somebody could be pretty handy. We've got a character like carrying this giant wrench around with them. We've got a big old dirty city. Very different energy. If Pisces has been someplace possibly beautiful with red rock country and fossils and natural earth elements. And this person has been like in a major metropolitan area, someplace that has a lot of pollution, but they've also had a bunch of stuff to either stress out about or fix. You know what? Maybe this was really good that Pisces and this person have been apart, because they are just now ready for the 10 of Cups. They are just now kind of getting done tidying things up. I think it's interesting that each of them have a really good card, and each of them have one of the nines that represent, the struggles. The 9 of Swords is they had a lot of stress that they needed to attend to, so then they could focus on the 10 of Cups. Pisces had their own level of healing to do, so they could fully embrace being that powerful, sexy, and full of personal self-value Queen of Wands energy. This has been excellent for these two to have been apart. I do not feel animosity from these two. I do not feel any kind of, I'm almost wondering, did they say, I'll stay in touch with you. I'll stay in touch with you. And then, time passes and they still touch base a little. 4 of Pentacles. They definitely held on to each other. I think that these two have, maybe infrequently, but I feel like this is someone, this is a very specific story. Pisces or the other person, or maybe each of them, exchanged some kind of a gift that was, somebody maybe got a piece of jade, the other one got a piece of garnet or something, or ruby or something that was like a token, or I don't know if somebody went to Bali or even Tibet. It feels like there was a gift given, and it was like a keepsake, like, remember me. I'm going to give you this. We've got this beautiful little like jade or emerald box with little gold, and then we have a precious gem inside. I don't know what this was, but it feels like a gift was given and has been held on to. And it was kind of like a gift that represents the promise. Like, don't think I'm forgetting you. Don't think that this is just somehow out of sight, out of mind. Like, hold on to this and remember me. I don't know if it was said in so many words, and someone could have picked up this gift from faraway place, or maybe it's even like a cultural thing. Pisces or this character could have, they could come from a different culture. I keep feeling like somebody went away for a long period of time, maybe back to whatever country they were from. I don't know. This looks like Thailand to me also. I'm looking at the shape of the top portion of that, and it looks fairly pagoda-esque, but I wouldn't have said Chinese. I would have said Thai, if anything. That looks very Thai to me. But I'm wondering if these two kind of held on to each other. Either somebody has a gift for Pisces that they want to bring back when they see Pisces. Finally, they're going to be back in the same environment. 10 of Wands. This can just now be addressed. A lot of things that needed to be dealt with. Finally, there's no more blockages. Finally, there's no more pressure. There's no more tension to keep these two apart. And I kind of think it's their first time that they would have opportunity to see, could this relationship get off the ground? Could we talk about a future? We have a 3 of Wands upright. This is actually really beautiful. Sometimes relationships take time to come together for a very valid reason. And in this storyline, it's nobody did anybody wrong. Both of them had some stuff to attend to. I think they've held on to each other in their hearts. I think they were both like, hey, we're mature adults. You got to go home. You got to spend time with family. You got to help, tidy up something. You got to do things that are important for you. I got to do some healing on my own, but we'll reconvene when we can. I don't know if these two made direct promises to each other, but they certainly didn't part ways in ugly energy, and they certainly didn't try to forget about each other. It was just that other aspects of life had to be attended to first. And in this storyline, for these fictional characters, they just now have the opportunity to start talking about a life together, a relationship that they could share. Good for them. That's really nice to see that storyline finally coming full circle there for them. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love to you guys, Pisces. Bye.